Welcome back. Get out and make your voice heard. We have all seen the political ads on TV and social media telling people to get out and vote. Well, this year, hundreds of thousands listened. And as a result, we are seeing early voting numbers unlike any election ever before. Crystal spoke with KRQE political expert Gabe Sanchez about how historic the early voting numbers are and what the driving force is behind this never-before-seen voting movement.
Joining us this morning, we have KRQE's political expert Gabe Sanchez. Good morning.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
I know you've been super busy watching all of the polls and watching all the early voting numbers come in. I want to start there. When it comes to early voting, we are seeing unprecedented numbers. I just spoke with the Bernalillo County clerk. She said more than 62% of registered voters have already cast a ballot before Election Day even kicked off today. Can you tell me what is the driving force for these numbers?
Yeah, that's the most appropriate place to start. Early turnout across the country and here in New Mexico has been the story of the election. Over 95 million Americans have already cast a ballot across the country, and New Mexico has been part of this national movement, with just over 770,000 New Mexicans casting a ballot already before we even get to Election Day. So if we see, even 200,000 or so New Mexicans turn out to vote on Tuesday, that will beat prior records for turnout. And we're starting to talk about the prospect of having 1 million New Mexicans cast a ballot in this election. I'll pause there, right? I mean, 1 million New Mexicans cast a ballot. What an amazing number. So let's talk about what's driving this really unprecedented turnout, especially in the context of early voters. And I think it's a combination of a number of factors. One, and we'll start with President Trump's impact on turnout and mobilizing voters. He is arguably the most polarizing political leader of our lifetime. I think you're clearly seeing he mobilizes his base of voters at an unprecedented clip, generating high enthusiasm among primarily conservative Republicans, but he's also mobilizing a lot of Democratic voters. So you've got that push from the president that's really having an impact on turnout. And Vice President Biden and his running mate, Senator Harris, have also generated a lot of excitement and enthusiasm among Democrats. I mean, folks forget about Hillary Clinton as the Democratic nominee in 2016 having some of the most low popularity ratings and approval ratings of Democratic candidates in modern era. So she's somewhat suppressed Democratic turnout. The Biden ticket is doing much better in that regard, so they're generating enthusiasm. But obviously the health pandemic is mobilizing millions of Americans to turn out and vote, particularly early. And I think it's really the clear distinction between the two candidates on their approach to addressing the coronavirus that's mobilizing both Democrats, Republicans, and independents to turn out in such high numbers. And then you also got to note that there's been significant election reforms, which has made voting much more accessible to a wide segment of the population. Many more Americans, including New Mexicans, are considering voting via absentee or mail-in ballots. And a lot of that is because we've really pushed the amount of outreach and information about being able to do so, and that's generating a lot of enthusiasm and opportunity for some segments of the electorate who might sit this out, really being afraid of getting sick with the virus, being able to cast their ballot more safely through the mail.
So let's talk about that, these early voting numbers that you've mentioned and the driving force behind them. Who are we seeing as far as a group come out more this time around?
Well, whenever you have this record-breaking turnout, turnout is higher, at least in terms of early vote, across essentially all age groups in the electorate. But the group we really want to focus on are voters under the age of 30. Many of these folks, first-time voters who weren't even old enough to vote in 2016. We're seeing, particularly in the early vote, really, really high percentages in terms of their overall ratio of the electorate among voters under the age of 30. What's a little bit different among that subgroup is, number one, we typically do not see them turn out in high numbers. So seeing these numbers is pretty amazing. And of the issues that they're telling us in the polls that's driving their enthusiasm to vote, it's really structural racism, police reform, police brutality. We've seen widespread social movements across the country around these issues, mostly young people and high attendance, and they've actually translated that energy and enthusiasm to the ballot box. So I think it's that under age 30 group that's really key in terms of early turnout, and they're going overwhelmingly for Team Biden, which is a positive, right, in the context of Democrats watching this at home. But keep in mind, there's a prospect of those folks not turning out in high numbers on Election Day because they've already voted. And so that might give Republicans an opportunity to make up some ground.
It's interesting you mentioned that because political experts across the U.S. have been saying that they're anticipating a surge in Republican voters on Election Day, which we're right in the middle of that. So I guess we're just going to have to sit back and wait and see what happens at 7 p.m. Gabriel, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning. I know we're going to keep talking to you. I have more topics to cover with you throughout the rest of the show.
And again, as Crystal just said, we are going to have more with KRQE political expert Gabe Sanchez throughout the morning. And if you haven't voted yet and need more information in regards to voting center locations or the absentee ballot drop-off spots, you can head to our website. That's krqe.com.